to Draw at Home with Tupperberry Art. I'm Kimberly, about to lead you through the drawing of a fun, colorful cupcake. So remember to pause the video, work at your own pace, and the first thing we're going to start with is one little zigzag line that's going to mark the top of the cupcake holder. Once you have that down, you can put the lines on each side and then give me a rounded line on the bottom. That's the bottom of your cupcake. Now notice the direction of the lines in which I'm drawing. They're not straight up and down, they come in a bit of a diagonal towards the center. Then just give me a rounded circle that marks the top of your cupcake. And now we're going to do the frosting. Watch first how I do the frosting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it to the side of the cupcake. This is our frosting. Here's a simple way of being able to make it look like it's layers. Draw a little circle at the top for your cherry. And now let's finish the frosting. So curve out the line from every edge down to the line below it. When you come to the cupcake, you're curving into the cupcake. Erase the lines you don't need, and then we're going to draw a circle on the top for the cherry. Draw yourself a little line at the top, the line that comes from it, which is the stem, and you got yourself a cherry. And now we're ready to color. Coloring is going to become a lesson on light source. So watch what I'm doing with my coloring. I'm picking my lightest shade, and anything on the left side that is closest to the sun is going to be light. See how I curve it out too? I don't just make it straight. So obviously I'm making my frosting pink. So now I'm going to take a slightly darker color, and right beside it I'm going to add the second layer. Now maybe you want to cover the whole cupcake in this color. If you hold your pencil to the side, you can make a nice light shade. But now if you press a little harder, you can get a darker color. So let's find a medium ground where you're going to color it in and make it darker than the other side. You can leave it at 2 shades, but I always think it has a greater impact when I add a little bit more color. So I picked one more dark color and added a dark side, the side that would have the shadow. So here you can see anything closest to the sun side is going to be light, and on the opposite side is going to have the shadow. As you color in the cherry, keep the same rules. Start with the light parts first on the side, maybe one right under the stem, and then fill the rest in with a darker red. I even threw in a little red on my frosting because I like lots of color. I hope by now you're grasping the concept of this. So as I color in my cupcake, whatever color you want, I'm going to do mine like it's a vanilla cake. So I'll put my first color down that is my lightest shade, closest to the sun. And I'll add a darker color, which you can just press harder with your colored pencils if you're using that, and create the shadow on the opposite side. And now it's time for the cupcake wrapper. So here's what I recommend. Where the lines are, go and block out those long rectangles. Those are the spots you're not going to color in. You're going to leave them white. It'd be very hard to go and add white if you're using colored pencils or markers. So now I'll fill that in and then intensify the color as I move along. And because I like using more than 2 colors, I will take an even slightly darker blue, or you can just press harder if you don't have another color. And I'll add a little bit more on the opposite side of my sunshine. Just for fun, I thought it would be cute to add a little bit of a pattern in my cupcake holder. You can do whatever you want. But as you can see, some of the images you can see entirely, some of them are cut off, so make sure you diversify your image throughout the cupcake holder. Sometimes you can only see a bit of it because it's wrapped around the side. And for our final touches, let's add some sprinkles. Quick little lines, all different colors will help this just be more colorful and fun. If you're not drawing this in the hands of another character, then let's draw a ground. So, put the line down for the ground, and then I've got some diagonal lines coming down one way, and see if you can space them out evenly the other way as well. Just like you've done before, block out that little spot that you're not going to color where you leave it the lightest part. Then you can fill in the rest with a darker color. And because it's me, I added a darker pink just to the opposite side, the shadow side away from the sun, just to help make my image pop. So that's it. That's a cute little cupcake. You can put this with one of the characters from another drawing video. Thank you for drawing with me at Tupperberry Art. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you like this video. You can subscribe to my channel to get notifications of when new videos come out. And we'll see you again.